You guys already know what we're talking about today, portrait mode. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today we're talking iPhone portrait mode. Portrait mode is a feature of the iPhone camera and many other mobile devices. Portrait mode allows you to take photos with a really nice depth of field. Depth of field is simply the area of your picture that is in focus. It's the part that is nice and sharp. Typically it's your subject or anything else that you really want to highlight in your pictures. To control the depth of field of your camera, you would typically change the aperture, the size of the opening to your lens. The easiest way to think about aperture is your eye. You have your pupil, which opens and closes depending on how much light there is in the environment that you're currently in. Aperture is measured in f-stop or f-number. The lower the f-stop, the shallower the depth of field of the image will be. A shallow depth of field will allow for a creamy out-of-focus background, allowing for your subject to stand out. iPhone portrait mode allows you to control the depth of field instead of letting the camera do it automatically. So all you need to do in order to use portrait mode is open your camera app, and where you would go to choose either photo, video, panorama, or square, you would now select portrait mode. Once there, if you want to control the depth of field, the area of focus in your image, all you need to do is go to the top right hand corner of your camera and you will see a F there. Pressing on the F will bring up the depth of field control. By swiping on the control that appears next to the shutter button, you can increase the depth of field all the way up to f16 or decrease it down to f1.4. If you want a wide depth of field, meaning everything is in focus, you would increase your f-stop and vice versa for a shallow depth of field. Portrait mode also comes with the option to change the light. Using this feature, you can simulate studio light, stage light, or high-key light, things you normally wouldn't be able to achieve without a complete photo studio light setup. More impressive is the ability to actually adjust the intensity of these simulated lights. This is great so that you can get the most natural and professional looking image straight from the camera and without having to do any post-editing after you've taken the image. But let's say that you didn't take the image the right way, or that you want to change the light, or you think there's too much depth of field, or you want to make it more shallow, you want more bokeh, more blurriness and things like that. It's really great. Since all of the depth of field control is processed digitally, you can change that after the fact when you go into the photo app and actually hit edit on that image. Portrait mode is so powerful, and the abilities that it gives you in the palm of your hands is only limited by you. Portrait mode does not have to be used on just people. You can also use it on different objects. Pro tip: be in a well-lit environment when using portrait mode, and also have some distance between you and your background, because what portrait mode will do is cut out the subject and blur everything else in the background. So in order to prevent artifacts, you want to make sure that you're giving the camera as much light as possible so it can really detect the edges of your subject. And that's all to portrait mode. It's a really powerful tool that you can use to get some really cool photos. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, go ahead and check out the other content on the channel and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, plus that bell so you get notified when I post new content. Leave a comment down below about what you want to see coming from this channel in the future, and until next time, see ya.